Hey, good morning, everyone. Melissa here, coming back for the free training day Tuesdays. And this week or month, we're talking about sales and you. Today, we're going to talk about what do you do when you hear those crickets? And oftentimes in sales, we hear a lot of crickets, right? We think that no one's paying attention, no one's listening. So I want to help break down some 3 steps that you can do in order to stop hearing crickets and start moving into those sales conversations so you can get the yes on the other side. Again, I'm Melissa Kirkpatrick, the business and life coach that helps motivate you, hold you accountable, and see beyond your current circumstances and situations. Oftentimes we get lost in all of the other information in the day-to-day that we forget that we're still planning and strategizing to grow our business. And that's what I want to help you with. And when you have a business that you love, you never work a day in your life. And in addition, you have a life that you love. So let's get started. So we're talking about what happens when you hear crickets. I've got some notes over here, so I'm going to refer to those just so that I make sure I get this content into you, out to you. And also know that this is pre-recorded because of circumstances in my day-to-day life that changed my schedule, but I still wanted to offer you this valuable training. So if you're here on the replay or watching the video, please drop a comment below. Would love to know that you're following. And also know that if anytime you want to have a conversation with me outside of these trainings, I would be happy to see you show up on my calendar and we can have that conversation. So talking about if you hear crickets, the main thing about that is how can you tweak the content or information that you're putting out there? And it can be a struggle because what we think people are looking for or needing is what we put out there, but a little tweak can make all the difference. So for instance, if I'm looking to help women entrepreneurs, then maybe I'm wording it differently by saying women in business or women who own small businesses. Like those little tweaks can make a huge difference because it's who's your audience that's looking for the information that you're giving them. So keep that in mind at first. Like, what are the tweaks? And believe me, crickets are not a bad thing because what it does is it helps you to hone in and really align better with your message and your offering and what you're doing to put your content out there and your message. So first thing, mindset shift, right? We got to love it. The fact that we hear crickets because it's just teaching us, because then from crickets, you're going to get a few, and then maybe you'll get several, and then hopefully you'll build a lot. So embrace the fact that crickets doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong or that what you're doing isn't worth anything. And you throw it out and say, forget it. I'm not good at this. I'm not smart enough. I can't run a business. Like just go, oh, that's interesting. I'm getting crickets from this. So let me see how I can tweak it and get more engagement or get more people's eyes on my copy. Okay, then we want to talk about maybe perhaps what you're offering in the wrong place. So if you have a business page or you have your Instagram account, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, all of those features, doing reels, like there's so many ways that we can get our message out there. So consider that maybe where you're putting it or placing it, it's the wrong audience. It's not where your ideal client is hanging out. And again, go back and remember that it takes time. People are watching you even when you think they're not watching you. So crickets don't necessarily mean they're crickets. People are starting to get to know you, like you, trust you, and listen to your message. Even though they're not commenting, they're still taking in the information. So that's another way to look at it. Where am I posting the information? Is it in the right place? Is it where my ideal clients hang out? So you might want to work around that and look at different groups or look at different ways of posting your messages just to see. It just may be in the wrong group. So the dead end places that you're posting, we call those the dead zone. So get out of there quickly. Find a new group or create your own group and start putting content there to see if it quiets or maybe chirps, the crickets start chirping again. And then the other thing is positioning of your offer. What and why they need it is really what the offering is. Why do they need support from a business coach? Why would it help them if they worked with me? If you're doing other offers, think about why they need it now. What's the urgency behind that? And then also think about, is the offer sexy enough? Is it something that they're like, yeah, that sounds just like me? And I've talked about this and done trainings on this about getting your information out there. So it is about them. They're the hero. You're just the guide. And so it's using those phrases and those sentences and those words that make someone go, how does she know that? It's almost like she's reading my mind. She knows when I feel uncomfortable. She knows I struggle to focus. She knows I'm not organized. She knows that I'm ready to give up. She knows that I'm not making money in my business, or I'm making the money and I don't know what to do next. I'm paralyzed in fear because the next level means more success and I don't know that I can handle that. So see how all those different things, if that resonated, maybe first I was talking about you're not succeeding, and then I was talking about you are succeeding and how that would resonate with you to be like, I want to know more, because that's really what you're trying to do, is get them to lean in to your content, to your information, because that's how you are able to have the follow-up call, the sales call, or the one-to-one conversation. So those are the three things to really think about. First, mindset. Crickets are not a bad thing. They help you polish and refine your message, and they also help you identify where your ideal clients are hanging out at. The second one is, where are you posting? Make sure that you're posting it in a place that people that are your ideal clients are seeing that. And then third is positioning your offer so it's sexy. Let them know what and why they need it now and what the urgency is. So it can be very difficult at times to see past the blinders of what you're doing that you could do differently. And I just hope today's message about hearing crickets has given you some new insight and maybe some new thoughts and possibilities of how you'll put your message out there. If you'd like to share anything in the comments of what your offer is or questions that you have, please do so. Otherwise, I'll look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at our training again. But again, stay active in this group and invite others. This is where the magic happens. This is where we learn more about ourselves, our mindset, our focus, our drive, our business, and relationships, all of those things. So thank you again for showing up. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. But bye for now.